All right. We're back. It's your boy JB. There's Tell. We are your Gen X gentlemen. We thank you so much for being here. Boy, do we have a good one for you today. Tell, what's going on, my brother?
Just grinding hard, man.
Grinding. Yes. So let's do this, man. All right. So now let me set this up. This is a interesting video, to say the least, and I found this video while I was looking for something else, and it happened upon it. This person decided to really go in on Lizzo, and he did this because of a TikTok video she shared, and we're gonna review it. We're gonna review his review of her, and we're going to have comments after this. So without further ado, again, thank you so much for joining us. We are Gen X gentlemen. If you would, please like and subscribe down below, and we would so appreciate that. Okay,
hit that like button, y'all. Come on now, we're giving y'all some good stuff. We're getting better and better with this.
Yes, and this right here is going.
Make sure you share.
Yes, this is a banger right here. Okay, because this particular person that we're going to show this video, he is going to. Let's just show the video. Okay, let's go. All right, let me set this up. Okay. I'm gonna roll the and a little bit of technical difficulty, but I'm gonna hit it right now. Ready? Let's go.
And the fatter, the latter.
Fat acceptance.
There's food whores, and I am the fatter, the latter.
Fat acceptance. Accept me for who I am. Why are you promoting being morbidly obese?
Cut the music off.
Coach Greg, and today I'm going to explain exactly why Lizzo is morbidly obese. It's not because of her genetics. It's because she chooses to love herself and overeat to the point of dramatically shortening her life. It's one thing to choose to be obese, but she glorifies this and encourages it to other people. You don't believe me? Well, check out her latest videos on TikTok. And so she knows why she's overweight, and we've seen videos in the past, love your body, rub your belly and be proud of it, and so on. It's one thing to choose to be overweight, but it's another thing to glorify and promote it to other people. I've read the comments. People are like, wow, love you, thanks for this. People who watch this think it's normal. She could, without question, drop 100 pounds with ease. We're gonna go over one breakfast sandwich that she makes, of which I calculated the calories, 1,740 calories, one sandwich. Whew. Was it really worth it? Oh, but it's vegan. It's gotta be healthy, because it's vegan. Let's watch her construct this breakfast sandwich and see, does it make sense how she's eating? Should she be glorifying this? Watch the video and find out.
Do I look cool when I sag like this?
And the answer is, who cares? It's not about looking cool, it's about being healthy. It's debatable whether you look cool like that or not. I don't care. But you don't look healthy.
My sister got me these cauliflower hash browns, and I've never tried them before, so I'm gonna try them and make a breakfast sandwich.
Perhaps your assistant should be Coach Greg giving you a meal plan. Cauliflower hash browns. Oh, it's so healthy because it's vegan. Looked up the nutrition label. This is what you get. 2 hash browns, 160 calories, 9 grams of fat, 19 grams of carbs, and a whooping 2 grams of protein. Wow, that's amazing. Such a healthy food. 9 grams of fat, 19 carbs, 2 grams of protein. That's going to pack on a ton of muscle in the morning. Basically, what you're getting is a bunch of fat and carbs, no protein, and that's in 2. She has 3. 240 calories. And she's never tried them before, and so she thinks you have to deep fry them in a shit ton of oil. So much oil the US government is sick. I don't know the joke. Hey, Brandon, what did we say earlier? Oil prices are on the rise. She's using so much oil. Oil prices are skyrocketing. Look how much oil is in that frying pan. And notice she puts the hash browns in too early before it's hot. Do you know what that does? It allows all the oil to suck into those hash browns, doubling the calories, perhaps tripling them. Look at the amount of oil. Are you kidding me? If you're trying to eat healthy and you're vegan and you eat this much oil on top of the high calorie, highly dense foods, hash browns, you're not gonna lose weight.
You're looking real sexy, y'all.
She stated she's a food whore, and now she's flipping this food and saying it's sexy. How is food sexy? I don't have relationships with food. Food is neither sexy nor is it something I have a relationship. I don't court vegan hash browns, and I'm not turned on by the way they look. Oh, and let's just add a bunch more salt. There's no way there's enough salt in the meal I'm about to eat.
This is my favorite brand of vegan bacon, and I'm about to deep fry it.
Why does everything need to have a shit ton of oil? All you're doing is adding more calories. If the food's actually good, it's good without cooking it in a shit ton of oil. Oh, and let's just add a couple tablespoons of butter because there wasn't enough fat in what we've already prepared. 2 tablespoons of butter? Why? And finally, something healthy, just eggs. Vegan eggs, perfectly healthy. But why did you add 2 tablespoons of butter? You added in more calories from the butter than you got from the eggs you added into the pan. Oh, and what would a breakfast sandwich be without a shit ton of cream cheese spread all over it? And look at her gazing into the camera, as if to say, I don't give 2 shits what you think. Fat acceptance, accept me for who I am. Why are you promoting being morbidly obese? Why? You could so easily lose weight and be a role model for so many people. Over 20 million followers watching you, praising you, bowing to you. Love you, girl, you're amazing, thank you. Why are we thanking this woman for showing us the way to become morbidly obese and take off 20 plus years off our lives? Why is that a good thing? And so she adds the eggs and the cauliflower hash browns full of fat into this breakfast sandwich. And up next, the star of our show, I paused it just correctly, finally. You know how many times I have to watch this to figure out what she's eating? Smucker's Incrustables peanut butter and jam jelly sandwich. Oh, it's not enough. I need to add this extra. And something healthy, about 12 blueberries, cooking that on the pan, making some grape jelly to put onto this monstrosity of a sandwich. There is things that are healthy in there, but there's so much unhealthy, it cancels things out. And so small changes can make a big difference. If she cuts out 500 calories from this breakfast sandwich and does it every day, in 1 week she loses 1 pound of fat. In a year, that's 50 pounds of fat gone by making simple, small, minor changes. And she gazes into the camera with a death stare, squeezing down on the bun, and then with delight splashes the blueberry jam on top of the sandwich. And what does she write in the comment section? No more skin flute lollipops for me after that mouth burn. And I'm sorry to report, I looked up what that meant, and I'm not telling you what it means. And so if you're wondering if it's bad genetics, too many fat cells, too much ghrelin, or is it because of her environmental influences, she just eats too much? She just eats too much. She could clearly do a better job of eating lower calorie dense foods. All you have to do is read a few food labels and make small changes in your diet. Can you use less oil? Can you use less butter? You don't even have to cut it all out. Less is more. And in the comments section, please, where is this from? I need it now. Love this woman. You get 1 life. What does that even mean? You get 1 life, don't waste it eating this bullshit. Don't you want to be on this earth for as long as possible to experience what life offers? If you eat like this, you're morbidly obese, 300-400 pounds, you are not going to live a long time. Sorry, telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. You want to hear fat acceptance, love your body. You can be healthy at any size. You can't. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching, Greg Doucette IP Pro. Bloops over there, harder than last time supplements, including the testosterone. You can get that, the G-Shred, all at the website. Click the link in the description. And the Circle Diet book, My Life's Work, explaining how to lose the weight.
Oh boy, was he animated about that or what?
Yes, he was. He really went in.
Okay, so let's break this down. All right, he is a fitness professional. Of course, he gave us his stuff at the end, whatever, right? And y'all can go check him out. I mean, I'll leave his information and the original in the description below, so you will see that. And he went in on Lizzo in ways that I've never seen anyone go in. That video has almost 900,000 views. Okay?
Wow.
And the title of the video is "Why is Lizzo Morbidly Obese?" question mark. Okay? So if you look at it, this gentleman went in on Lizzo for not just, I think his main objective was to call her out for making this monstrosity of a sandwich, saying it was all vegan because vegan is supposedly healthy, and we're gonna hear from an actual vegan, Intel, he'll give you some what for on all of that. And she has 20 million subscribers or followers or whatever that she's putting this out to, for them to do the same thing. So anyway, I'm telling you, I was about to gag. That was disgusting in terms of what I saw when it comes with that sandwich. And I was like, my gosh, who would eat that? Let alone her putting it together, on smashing it and then stuffing it in her mouth based on doing that. I'm like, my gosh. I mean, anyway, you go ahead, man. You give me what your thoughts on what we just saw.
So you're saying who would eat that? Somebody with a lot of issues, mentally in turmoil. And that's what she is. From the time this chick hit the scene, all she's been doing is exploiting obesity, being gluttonous. Yeah, she's been doing it no shame. Almost to the point where I want to believe she's being paid to promote this agenda.
You think?
Yes.
Well, she's being paid now. Yes, I would agree. She's being paid now. Yes.
I think she's probably signed a contract to be encouraged this behavior. The industry is evil, and those who are in position of power are very evil. And when they're trying to promote agendas and get their message across, they use none other than celebrity to do so, to push the message well, to influence.
Okay.
The celebrities are major influencers. And when I say celebrities, not just singers and actors, they can also be athletes.
Right.
That's all part of celebrity work.
Well,
yeah, she's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Very disgusting. But I feel sad and bad for her, because I truly believe that she's been abused mentally in some way, shape, or form. She's been raised incorrectly, and this is like her cry for help. I think she knows what she's doing. She's trying to get attention.
Mm-hmm.
She probably realized that she's being used by the industry. I'm sorry. One moment.
Mm-mm.
You have me?
Where'd you go?
Okay, there we go.
Uh-huh.
I think she's been used by the industry to push an agenda, which is drastically affecting a lot of adults and a tremendous amount of youth. This all can be a deeper agenda, which I'm not going to disclose right now what I think it truly is, but I just believe she is being paid to promote and push this. And why not? She's going to jump all over it, because she's already displeased with herself. So She might as well make a lot of money they're appeasing to her. She's like, why not? Let me make a lot of money. But none of them are trying to help her.
Mm. Well, I mean, when you say that she's being paid, do you think that she's getting paid by the fact that she's now a big time, best selling person who is in the music industry now? Are you saying the music industry, or is she getting paid even further on top of that
I
to
think
push
the
this
executives in the
thing?
music industry, because the people who run the music industry are evil.
Mm-hmm.
They're very evil. They've been this way for the longest, and the same people that run the entertainment industry. Period. Movies, television.
Right.
Certain group of people I'm not going to go into right now,
Okay.
but yeah.
Well, okay. So tell, you're a vegan, right?
Mm-hmm.
As she started piling on these things, I'm just gonna ask, have you ever eaten any of the things that she put on that sandwich?
Oh yeah, I tried a lot of those things, and I found out, this was a few years ago, the majority of those things are just as unhealthy as traditional, I guess you would say, fast foods or breakfast foods, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
You have to read the ingredients. Most people don't really read the ingredients.
Right, and he gave the ingredients for the hash browns, right? The cauliflower hash browns, and notice that it had almost nothing in that hash brown that was healthy.
Exactly.
And she put it, she fried it in deep fried it in oil. I mean, and say she promotes this. She puts it in this oil, and then she just doesn't eat the hash brown. She has to eat 3 hash browns on top of all the other things that she put in that sandwich. And as opposed to it being healthy, which it might have been, it was, he calculated 17, what did he say, 17,000?
No,
or 1,700?
4,000 calories or something like that.
Was it? Oh my gosh. I mean, like, I was getting, kind of a little bit sick just watching her, concoct it and then look to eat it. I was like, oh my god!
But she's going overboard with it. It's all this is all sensationalism. That's why I'm telling you, there's an agenda being pushed. This girl is miserable. She has no problem pushing it because they're paying her a certain amount of money to uphold a certain image, to keep encouraging this so-called body positivity. Body positivity has been so misused and abused because it was only for people who are who suffer from medical trauma with missing limbs and deformities. So they encourage them by saying body positivity so they don't delete themselves. Okay?
Right.
So the evil powers that be decide to take that term and put it onto influential figures in the celebrity world to promote negativity and then call it body positivity. So it doesn't encourage kids to want to have to exercise and eat right and be healthy.
Okay.
And Lizzo is part of that. She's part of that agenda. So they find damaged, traumatized people to represent, and then they guarantee them a certain amount of success and fame. And any of us can be famous. Look, if they took $1 million or $2 million right now and put it into just promoting you and I, we'd be blowing up YouTube. It's the investment and the time put into these things.
Right. Well, I mean, that's a good question based on what you're mentioning, but and I have to give it to her. Lizzo is still a talent. Okay, she's still talented in terms of her writing, her ability to do what she's doing when it comes to the music industry. So I give her that, but it's more of like, okay, the gimmick is her body. The gimmick is the fact that she is promoting the part of it.
When she does it, you gotta
this
read
is true.
between lines.
This is true.
She's not happy. Look at how she's not doing anything. She's wearing the most frumpy clothes. You can tell it's like a put on. It's contrived.
Yes.
It's forced. She's not doing it with any kind of happiness. You can feel it coming off for her. She's depressed and disgusted. She's probably also feeling used, because I know to a greater degree that she knows she's being paid to be a clown. She's a buffoon now.
And it's so true, because she at one time she's happy, she's booty shaking, she's twerking. Next thing you know, she's crying. Yeah, and she's boohoo crying. Yeah.
This is the time that she is mentally traumatized, and people need to wake up and see that. See, there's so many misguided people who believe so much in celebrity and the stuff that's fed to them on the idiot box that they can't see the reality and the truth of what's right in front of their face. That young woman is miserable and disgusted, and she's purposely doing these things, probably being coached to promote this type of lifestyle, so that, and what they're doing is they're feeding her oodles of money. She's getting fed a bunch of money, bro.
And but she's also she's kind of giving vegans a bad name. I mean, you're a vegan. I mean, she's everything she promotes that she's eating supposedly is vegan, right? But
Right.
but she's given the impression that, oh, if I just eat, this whatever it says vegan, then I'm eating healthier.
Doesn't mean it's healthy. No, it doesn't mean healthy.
Well, to tell us, well, what does it mean to be a vegan in terms of this is the wrong way? What would you consider?
Let me break it down for you. Vegan just means not eating meat,
Right.
which can be healthier, but it doesn't mean healthy, because what are you doing with the other plant-based ingredients? How are you serving that?
Right.
They're serving look, I forgot the name of this young woman, but she has a restaurant chain that blew up in Atlanta.
Oh, the slutty vegan.
Right.
Slutty vegan. Yes.
That she should be paying Lizzo, because that is some shitty food. I'll say it again. Slutty vegan is not healthy in any way, shape, or form. The shit
I
got me
actually
sick.
had one. I waited dang near when she first came out. She had pop-up shops all over before she had her restaurants, her actual standalone restaurants. And I waited 10 hours. I think it was. Was it 10 hours? It was a long time on a line, in the heat,
That's
to
insane.
to be able to taste one of her burgers. I was very impressed because I am not a vegan whatsoever, right? But I was very impressed, and I ate all of it, and it was good because it tasted just like I thought I was tasting, meat. You know what I'm saying? It seemed as though that had the right texture. It had all of the.
But you were
It had
the same shitty food that you would eat if you went to
McDonald's, or Burger. Yeah,
Burger
yes,
King.
I understand it, but because in our mind though, it's vegan, right? Slutty vegan. She kind of made us
They make
all
you think that you're
think.
eating healthy.
Yes.
You think, if you see did you take a look at everybody that was online?
Yeah, I did.
Most of them look like walking, talking health crisis. I got
Well-
depressed when I stood online the first time.
Did you?
Yes, because it was like all of the word, and don't get me wrong, everybody has to improve on themselves, and you have to start somewhere, right?
Right.
So
Right.
reach out to people who are unhealthy. But these motherfuckers don't look like they're trying to discipline themselves in their lives at all. And Slutty Vegan's not promoting that. Slutty Vegan is first of all, it's a very vulgar name. And all the dishes are very vulgar. They
Right.
make jokes out of all the sexual innuendos.
Yeah.
They promote it. So it's a double negative. And you bring your children to this. Come on now. Let's keep it. That's why it's attracting all the ratchet hood people. The most
Well.
it became such a big thing that it would attract people who are not even ratchet because they're curious to know what it is. But
Yeah.
most people who have some kind of morals really don't want to go there.
But I'm saying, but I never.
and people that work there are just as hood and ratchet and low classes.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
She's not
again.
promoting positivity. She's just extorting, getting money from all the people who are already suffering, eating all that shit in the hood. She's just tapped into capitalizing on that even more.
But they guise it under this vegan umbrella. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah, but
because when you hear the
understand
word,
what vegan-
when I hear the word vegan, you think healthy. Like my uncle, God bless him, he's been a vegan since, goodness gracious, since he was like I think in college back in his day, back in the '60s. Okay, and when I went to his house, to, many years ago, in his fridge, he had nothing but fruits and vegetables and legumes and beans and all this stuff, whatever. They had to actually get food for us to eat because we couldn't eat. We weren't used to, and we couldn't eat anything that was in the fridge. Okay? And he was the only one in the house that was a vegan. His wife's not a vegan. His kids weren't vegan. So they had a separate fridge. We didn't know this because we opened the regular fridge and we saw all these, things that we just didn't want to eat, right? So the good stuff, or the good stuff at the time, when you're a kid, the good stuff was in a secondary fridge they had for everybody else. And so whenever my uncle used to, at one point he used to come here to where I am, and we'd take him to a restaurant, a vegan restaurant, and I still at the time, there was no Slutty Vegan at the time, right? And this vegan restaurant had food in it that I literally could not eat. I tried a few items, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't eat it. But he was just, this is great. This is wonderful. This is this is amazing. And it was a high quality vegan restaurant, but I couldn't eat anything in there at the time. Okay, so this mashup of what vegan or what a vegan is has I guess transcended the name. Do we have another name other than veganism and vegan that we can use now to supplant all of this, the bad stuff that's out there?
The bad shit is just plant-based bullshit. Okay, it's a plant-based lifestyle, but there's a good plant-based, and then there's the junk food plant-based.
Right.
What most of these people are capitalizing on is they're not telling you the truth about it. They just want to run with the trend of being vegan and make money and make all the non-meat stuff have the same bullshit bad ingredients, from the sauces to the seasonings.
The sauces and seasonings. Oh yes, because she piled on that sauce. She piled on that sauce and the seasoning and the cheese and everything on that burger, and it just tasted so good. I was like, oh, I can eat this vegan burger.
It's all about taste, but you're getting the same amount of calories, much more carbs. The bad oils, nobody's even put her feet to the fire and test the owner of Slutty Vegan and ask, what oil are you using? They couldn't even tell me. They're using the same cheap, shitty oils that all the other restaurants use.
Burger places, yes. They don't. It's not a healthy oil.
That's the shit that causes diabetes. That's the shit that causes all kind of stuff. The bad oil, bad seasoning, bad condiments.
Hence, Lizzo was cooking, was deep frying. She wasn't just frying. She was putting extra oil, and then she put extra butter. You know what I'm saying? It was like.
Let me tell you something. When you look at like Slutty Vegan, just look at the personnel that they're hiring. Look at the way that they conduct. There's no class. There's no decency when you go to Slutty Vegan. It's a bunch of ratchet hood motherfuckers. That's all it is to that she could pay $8 to maybe $10 max for the manager an hour, while she's making millions on the back end.
Yeah. Because I think at the time, it was like it was $15 a burger or something like that. It was outrageous.
Yeah,
something like that.
It's crazy. It's probably closer. Yeah, it's probably 16, 18 now.
Yeah.
And nobody is seeing it. She's still feeding you that same toxic stuff because all the other ingredients are toxic.
Okay.
It's processed. It's processed meat, which processed foods are not good.
Right.
She's just getting the Impossible Burger or the Beyond Burgers, which are not good. They're processed. They cause. I used to eat that for a while, and stuff started to gripe my belly really bad. Only after about maybe a few days.
Really?
Because it's processed food. You're still using bad oils. You're still using synthetic substances they're not disclosing. Okay. That's why it would bother my stomach. I'm hypersensitive. I promote a holistic lifestyle.
What is that? What would that be? We only got a few more minutes left, but what would that be? Because we're gonna revisit that.
Yeah, holistic is using natural, good ingredients, wholesome ingredients to make whatever food you have.
Right.
You don't have to be vegan to have holistic, but veganism is under the holistic category umbrella.
Okay.
because we really shouldn't be eating the flesh. But that's only half of it. The other half is the type of ingredients that you're using, the GMOs, the bad oils, the bad seasonings. There's a holistic, you have to eat the right seasonings and herbs, the right vegetables, the way they're grown, the right fruits.
Okay.
That's really what holistic is. And I promote a holistic lifestyle. And I'm a vegan as well as under the holistic umbrella.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to keep it. We're going to end it at that. We'll come back again and really give a good, rundown on what Tell is doing as a vegan and give a much healthier way to go when it comes to the things that, like he mentioned, when it comes to holistic. This was not the way to go. What Lizzo did. All right. So.
Right.
Don't follow after her in terms of what she's doing, right? It's bad enough that, the promotion of what she has and the obesity that she is under. And again, if she's going the route of like what Adele did, Adele decided, you know what, this is not healthy. I'm not going to be able to sustain a good healthy way of life if I keep this weight on. And she lost that weight, and unfortunately, she got ridiculed for it. So we'll have more of our videos that will touch on health, wealth, all different types of subjects. But we need to really touch on the health part because there's so many of us Gen Xers, who are not in the capacity to understand how they need to really. We should have thought about our health maybe 10, 20 years ago, but now is even more important. If you want to have that longevity, the man even said, you're cutting 20-something years out of your life eating this way, having yourself in this particular life and lifestyle in being obese. Nobody wants to. That's morbidly obese, any of those categories are bad. And so we're going to talk more in terms of how, again, Tell's holistic veganism can assist and help. I'm going to try to do more when it comes to my health. I'm on a health journey. I need to lose 50 pounds. So this is something that that we feel as though is important. So that being said,
it's absolutely important.
Yeah.
People don't follow into celebrity. Don't go down that pit of following celebrities. I know it's powerful, the marketing they do in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And it leads us, those of us, especially the weaker ones, we're conditioned brainwashed. That's why marketing, they put millions into all these advertisements, commercials, because they know our minds are conditioned to follow. And if a celebrity promotes it, wow, it must be good enough.
Yes.
And look at Lizzo. I mean, if you follow her, you're going to end up in the hospital or dead within a couple of years, because that's the track she's on. She's about to end up really in a bad, critical condition if she doesn't change.
Yeah, I mean that's.
So don't follow her.
No, not at all. I mean, there's so many have gone down that road, and she tries based on doing some kind of exercises, but the stuff she puts in her mouth, oh my gosh! When it comes, especially this, what we just saw right here in this breakfast. So anyway, we're gonna end it. Thanks so much again for joining us. We appreciate you being able to spend some time with us. We're gonna do this again. Tell's gonna really give us more of an understanding of what it's like to be a vegan, a holistic vegan, right? And we're going to, just hopefully give you some other alternatives when it comes to your health and your well-being. So with that said, please like, subscribe, share this. This was something
share it.
This is something that we need to bring to the attention of all those who are Lizzo fans specifically, and those who want to live a healthier lifestyle. No matter no matter what their current situation is, they still have time to turn it around and become more healthier. It can happen. It really can happen. So.
Exactly. We're promoting the right message to you people. You've got to understand this. So keep tuned in to more of our content. Keep looking out. Hit that bell, that notification bell, and we're going to keep giving you better and better information. We're going to get better with this. And
Yes.
you guys are going to start seeing a lot of things that we're aware of.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thanks again. We appreciate you. We are Eugenics Gentlemen. This is our podcast. That's Tell. I'm JB. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
All right.